Coming in to see you, Casey Neistat style, from a distance. Yeah, so here's the yard. Here's me in the yard. Here's this thing, these daffodils, and they're completely overgrown, and every year I try to mark them so that I can separate them. No good. Anyway, here we are in the yard. The promise of spring, the promise of things. With the crocus. Look, I'm down with my bare feet, feeling the soil, connecting. Anteus, por om. I'm the om. Here's my home. This is a stick. We're going to throw it over there. Episode 5. See? Things falling, things. This crazy in-between state, man. That is spring. Well, that's March and April. You're like, well, it's fine. Everything's growing. All of a sudden, weeds. Weeds everywhere. That's the White House up there. Close I live. Yeah. So, that's where we are. Episode 5. Johnny Uncovered. There's a theme. There will be a theme. But until then, you're here with me. I'm here with you. There will be leaves. All right, chicks and chiquitas. It's me, Johnny Art. Episode 5, Johnny Uncovered. Oh! So, it's March 31st, 2016. Oh, that's really bright. Here we are. The twain of us. I got to work on one of those eyes. And that nose. I mean, this nose. March 31st, 2019. It's my 6th anniversary of my job. And even though I haven't been there for 6 years, have some coffee. I was thinking of getting some cake for the guys. Anyway, so very interesting. Had a big conversation yesterday with the boss about a whole upset about some missing items at work, etc., etc. It's always an issue. God, a minute and a half, I haven't said a thing. In this episode, I'm going to talk about context of one's life, stuff I've come up with for the context of my own life. Yes. Number 2, including the idea of self-authoring. That's a Jordan Peterson thing. It's a program. Am I authoring my own life? I should be. I hope I come back to this theme. This theme here. Why do you have a boss? Sometimes you think your boss is a vat. Not my boss. My boss is a really a pretty amazing person, actually. And even though we just kind of had this miscommunication and upset, he's a very supportive person, and he's very much his own man. I appreciate that, Yeah. I came up with this phrase here, too. I think it's really terrific. Your work should be a ministry to yourself. In other words, the thing that you do for your life, for your job, should be the thing that you need to do in order to grow, to fill in those spots, and to evolve as a person on your journey. So that's why, in a way, these two things that I do, doing the artwork stuff, right? Making artwork, right? That's something, right? It's a vitamin, of feeling alive, feeling like a person, feeling feelings, feeling my body, the shapes of my body, and expressed in the forms that I make. So that's something. It means something. And that may be enough, to tell you the truth. I don't know why. In recent times, I've kind of gone anti-materialist way, anti-cluttering up the world with my stuff. It just seems like, is that really what I'm here for? And that is one of the appeals of, let's say, making music, is that it's immaterial. Although in the end, you have 6 guitars and you have all sorts of equipment, and that's not immaterial. And a giant piano that you can't play. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we're going to look at, I think. Somehow, right, in this episode. Here's some other things. I'm going to just drop this right in because we're here together. Old self, new self. Old self, old habitual ways of being. New self, possible ways of being based on coming from the future, coming from design, coming from self-authoring. Yeah. Oh, 'tis the morning sun, and I am. Yeah, I'm on my balcony. Juliet, April Fools. Okay. I have a really crazy thing with the color orange, although this is not orange, but it's orangey. And this is not the point, because it just happens to be that color. Is it second chakra? Chakra? We all grew up saying chakra. And now we say chakra. And we used to say Pontius Pilate, and now we say Pilates. I'm crazy for orange. See what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Old self. Powerless. Depressed. See how it goes. I'm going to see what time I get up. I'm going to see how I feel. And that's how I'm going to live my life. I'm looking at you like you're the camera. You, right there, should be the camera. I hate this horizontal thing. It's not working for me. It's so odd. Lack of discipline. Resentment. Expecting something from life, including direction on how to live. Passive. Passively receiving. Look it. So good. How else can I be? The EIB network. New self. Hard work and discipline. Yeah. Or just work. Working on my drumming. Challenges. Growth mindset. Thank you, Carol Dweck. Mindset. Make money. Yeah, I'm really trying to get into the conversation about money. Master my money, and by the end of this year, maybe be debt-free for the first time in my life, including student loans, nothing, zero. Working my way up, filling in the hole to get just to ground level, where my head can just about stick up above ground. It's thousands of dollars away. And doable. With a lot of discipline. And Christmas money. Okay. I call the shots. Yeah. I mean, I don't even think Oprah goes that far. But, you want to have some sense of that in life. Like, if I'm not calling the shots, then who is? I mean, is anyone entirely in control of their life? Not even Elon Musk. Certainly not the resident. But even attempting to have a direction, pointing, and saying what you want, and failing at it is still better than waiting to receive. Being grateful. Yeah. I keep saying, ugh, Yonkers, but all in all, it's a good place to be for many, many, many reasons, and I'm so grateful to be here in the house. With the backyard, I'm looking at the backyard. Thank you, backyard. With crocuses. Most important thing, number 6, bringing something to life. Bringing something to life. Not waiting to see what life wants from me. That'd be good in a meditation. It came upon me in a moment of clarity. What my mission was, what my purpose is. Purpose! Does a frog have a purpose? Yes. To eat bugs and to mate. Does a human being have a purpose? Yes. To eat bugs and to mate. Beyond that, because we have these big brains, there's more we can do. Brew. Brew. Hey, brew. I'm going to hashtag brew because one of the friends of Casey Neistat uses the term brew. I can't think of his name. He's a really fantastic fellow, filmmaker and everything. And he does these wonderful things. Brew. Hey, brew. And he says it with an accent. Yeah. Bringing something to life, right? Not just, what the hell are you bringing to life? Well, I'm bringing a lot of crazy artwork. You should see my artwork. It's crazy. You saw that one? Did you see this one on the line? Yeah. I posted some motion photos of the creation of that one. Maybe just two quote fingers. 2 quote fingers, you know, these kinds of things, whatever. What else do I got? Not done. Oh, ooh, I know, I'm enjoying these all by myself. Oh, I'm going to just show this. This is not finished, but look. It's a drawing from life. I brought to life a drawing from life. So those are the themes. I hope this hasn't been the episode, 11 minutes. No, I'm going to squeeze some more time out of me and squeeze some more time into you. Johnny Uncovered, episode 5. Stay tuned. We've only just begun. Boop. Wrong side. So here's the thing. Train is coming. A train is always coming, right? Train doesn't stop. It's coming from what I call a negative train track infinity. It's somehow always running. Your job is to intersect it when it comes to your station. Context. What's the context of my life? The framework, the set of beliefs within which I hope to live. Well, one of the contexts is being on time. Whatever that means. More to follow. Actually, it's not really a context. Before I left my teacher, Sophie, for hopefully the last time, we had a conversation about what would I choose as a higher power, right? And choose God. I don't really have a conception of God as a personality. She deals a lot with source, and the good thing is she doesn't quite know what that is. But I chose life itself. I said life which gave me life, and life which will take it back one day. So the whole context of my life is life, right? And these other qualities. Growth, having a growth mindset, trying to grow. Power station. Mastery, which is really self-mastery, including overcoming resistance. And self-authoring, right? That's a phrase from Jordan Peterson, which I think is pretty cool. He has a little program on it. Program not so great. under that I've written creativity, self-discipline, and self-creation. And I think that's it, man. Like, you don't want to be at the effect of life. You want to be creating your own life. And then, of course, shit happens, including revelations about what you want your life to really be about. I feel like I can give more to life. I can. This is what I wrote. Right? I can have more. Right? If I give more, then I can be more, become more. And this phrase, I have to overcome myself to become myself. Overcome my tendencies to be lazy and undisciplined in order to become the best version of myself that I can be. That's because you always think you're yourself, and you're always going, well, you. Let's say I'm always going with, shit, I don't want to do that. No one can make me. Yeah, no one will. And nothing will change. Final thoughts. Final thoughts on self-authoring. Take responsibility for your life. Final thoughts. It's now just after midnight. April Fools. Don't be an April Fool. I wrote somewhere in my journal that you are soft, you meaning me. I think it's a thing, just growing up and being the sensitive, artistic type, but I think there's got to be a way to be sensitive and be responsible for your life. And a couple of actions in recent weeks, I decided to not sit with things that piss me off, to stand up for myself, to turn anger outward. And it's good. Even this latest kerfuffle at work and a big heavy conversation with the supervisor. He got upset, and I didn't really, because I was like, the miscommunication. And I knew what my intention was. But there's something to be said for taking responsibility for everything. How it happens, how it unfolds, and so on and so on. Because being responsible is a place you can work from. Otherwise, being irresponsible is to not have a footing, or to have some other forces in life have the ultimate say. Being responsible doesn't mean that you can make everything work out exactly the way you want it to. But to take responsibility is to keep getting back in the ring. So that's the thing. Episode 5, self-authoring. Pick up your pen and write your life.